This is 7 National News, and in our top story, Dr. Thani Az-Zayudi, the Minister of Climate Change and Environment, has stated that the UAE is working on developing a comprehensive strategy to tackle climate change and environmental changes with the aim of protecting natural resources and reduce negative impact on various economic sectors through developing a sustainable infrastructure based on clean energy. Dr. Az-Zayudi said that the UAE will mark National Environment Day under the theme Sustainability in Production and Consumption on the 4th of February, adding that the Food Bank initiative launched by UAE Vice President and Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, is a major step in rationalizing food consumption and reduce food waste, adding that food waste in the GCC region is one of the highest in the world at 60 to 70% compared to an average of 30% worldwide. He also said that by 2021, 4 nuclear power plants will start operation, which will cover a huge part of the UAE's energy needs. Speaking about preserving water resources, Dr. Thani said that the UAE has 141 dams, adding that the government is currently developing 96 dams and issued legislations that aim to reduce water resources depletion. At the heart of this will be the UAE National Climate Change Plan. The UAE already has an impressive track record of having strong partnerships among public and private sector players to position industry and the overall economy for growth and less carbon emissions. The UAE Embassy in Washington today confirmed that Emiratis will not be affected by Trump's travel ban. According to a local report, Yusuf Al-Otaiba, the ambassador of the UAE to the US, through a series of tweets, announced that the embassy has consulted with American officials and has been assured that the new immigration law will not affect UAE citizens. Al-Otaiba further confirmed that Emiratis can proceed with their plans to visit the United States. Meanwhile, airlines in the UAE said they were doing everything they can to help passengers caught in the 90-day temporary US entry ban, which includes the countries of Iraq, Syria, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan and Yemen. On Monday, Emirates said it has adjusted its crews for flights to the United States, while an Etihad Airways spokesperson was quoted in a local report, stating that the airline is working closely with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency in Abu Dhabi and in the USA on the immigration issues presented over the weekend. While international reports labelled the Arab region with a high prevalence of genetic defects, technological breakthrough in gene therapy has now brought new hope for patients in the UAE and GCC region. 4-year-old Khalifa Al-Kemzi is now the second patient from the GCC region who underwent a successful gene therapy at the Great Ormond Street Hospital in the United Kingdom, providing a renewed sense of optimism for his family. The young Emirati boy showed signs of the rare genetic disease as an infant, with symptoms of vomiting, runny nose and high fever. Trips to the hospital became a part of life for Khalifa during his early days and was diagnosed with the severe combined immunodeficiency, or SCID, when he was only 5 months old. Aged 11 months, Khalifa and his family were flown to the UK under the care of Professor Bobby Gasper from the Great Ormond Street Hospital, who suggested a modified gene therapy as a bone marrow transplant seemed risky. According to Professor Gasper, SCID continues to be a rare disease, with 1 in 50,000 children believed to be at risk across the world. However, in the GCC, it can be as high as 1 in 5,000 children. Considering Khalifa's case, Professor Bobby has called for increased newborn screening in the region to detect such life-threatening defects.
It's taken about 10 years of work to do that, but what we've been able to do is we can make a working copy of the gene in the laboratory. We have what we call vectors, which are vehicles that can carry the gene into the cells. And so, Khalifa cells, we take those cells, we take them to a very specialist laboratory. It has to be all kind of clean room facilities, and in those laboratories, we grow the cells with this vector that carries the gene. And then over a period of about 3 days, the gene goes into those cells. Those cells now have the correct information. And then we wash the cells, and then it's really like a blood transfusion. So it goes back into his bloodstream. The cells home their way back into the bone marrow. They bed down into the bone marrow. And then over a period of months, they'll start to grow a new immune system. The SCID condition that Khalifa has. Now that we think in For example, in Europe, in the UK, it's about 1 in 50,000 children that are affected. Now, in this part of the world, it's probably about 1 in 5,000. So it's being aware that those conditions exist, that when children have coughs, colds, infections, that they need to be looked at more carefully. And if that kind of diagnosis can be made, then to look at where the best place to treat those children are. And gene therapy may be an option for treating those children.
3 years on from his surgery, Khalifa is now living a new life along with his relieved parents. According to his father, Saeed Al-Kamzi, Khalifa's mother was a carrier of the chromosomes that led to the child's condition. Saeed too has urged all parents around the world to seek early detection and not be daunted by the idea of a gene therapy, as the process can take up to 4 days with recovery of over 6 months.
My journey and my family was really stressful because we always felt that he will have to be in a very sanitized area, that everything around us will be sanitized and he will not be able to have a normal life. Currently, and after the genetic treatment, he is able to live a normal life, he's able to actually play like other kids, and he's able to go to school. My advice to the family and anybody who's actually going through this, what I have been through, is to go and have their genetic treatments done, or seek the genetic treatment, because my child recovered in a shorter period of time and he's back to his normal life.
Authorities in the Emirates recently launched a Happiness District initiative to pinpoint the happiest and safest areas in the city, and the results have been revealed. Sharjah Police, in cooperation with the departments of districts and villages in Sharjah, announced that Al Khalidiyah is the safest district in the city to live in, with Al Rahmaniyah being the most vibrant. The Emirates population stands at over 1.4 million people, including 175,432 Emiratis and over 1.2 million expatriates, according to a 2015 census carried out by the Department of Statistics and Community Development in Sharjah. Al Khalidiyah is popular among residents for its beachfront, which is known as Khalid Lagoon, and is located next to popular attractions such as Al Majaz waterfront and Al Kasbah. Meanwhile, Al Rahmaniyah is a suburban area located close to Sharjah National Park and the Sharjah Equestrian and Racing Club. The Happiness District initiative aims at ensuring the happiness and safety of all residents of suburban areas in Sharjah city, in addition to increasing the security and safety awareness among the public. The initiative also consolidates the main mission and speciality of the district department and Sharjah's government to ensure the public safety and conduct studies to reveal the best district that witnessed the least amount of criminal activity. Zayed Giving Initiative, the UAE Societal Voluntary Programme and Tadrib National Training have signed an agreement to establish and manage the first specialised bank for volunteers. The bank will target volunteers across community categories to open electronic accounts while compiling volunteers' information and the available international and local volunteering opportunities. The agreement aims to promote the culture of volunteering and to empower the youth community in response to the declaration to make 2017 the year of giving. According to Emirates news agency WAM, the bank would commence with 3 innovative services in the field of voluntary work, most notably the volunteer mail account, investment in community service work, and volunteer certificates with initial investment of 1 million dirhams. And finally, this evening, doctors are warning that people should monitor the sodium content of the water they drink because a high concentration of the element may cause serious health problems. According to local reports, sodium content of less than 10 milligrams per litre is safe, but at larger levels may lead to health problems. Dr. Ashish Bhatia, a pathology specialist at the NMC Royal Hospital in Abu Dhabi, was quoted in a local report stating that a mineral water with a single digit of sodium per litre is relatively safe compared to water that has double digits. She added that if someone has high blood sodium levels, common symptoms were confusion, irritability, depression, fatigue, fluid retention, lack of coordination, muscle cramps or twitching, nausea, restlessness and general physical weakness. Excess sodium consumption will lead to constricted blood vessels, This will in turn cause the cardiac muscle to thicken, which can lead to increased risk of hypertension, stroke and congestive cardiac failure. According to Dr. Bhatia, a normal healthy body requires an average of 35 milligrams of sodium a day altogether, including water and food intake. Tap water normally has high levels of sodium, so it is recommended that people boil the water first and then let it cool before consumption.